Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. Wanted to talk to you about a question that I've had all 11 years I've been doing this. I've been posed this question, and that is how to properly number addenda, especially those that do not have the blank for a number. Great question. There is no one correct answer to this, surprisingly. So some of the state addenda don't have a blank where you fill in the number, and that's a little problematic. Consistency, that's what we're going for. No matter what method you use, we just want to stay consistent. Now that's a little tricky because you have two parties involved, the buyer side and the seller side. So look, usually the buyer side will kind of establish how we're going to be numbering these going forward. What we don't want are two things. We don't want duplicate addenda. That's a bad thing. If there are two number threes, that creates a lot of confusion. So don't ever try to avoid at all costs having the same number on two addenda. The other thing we want to avoid are gaps. So it jumps from addendum 3 to addendum 7 and there's nothing in between. Well, that gets very confusing. Are there terms that have been taken out? Are we missing something here? And we don't want confusion in the contract. We want finality. We want clarity from a contract. That's the purpose of a contract. So whether you simply take the non-numbered addenda and assign them a number in sequence, whether you write it on them or not, so you have an FHA addendum, then a blank addendum, and you just start with the blank addendum as number 2 because you have the FHA one as number 1, that's fine. But again, be consistent. If you ever have a non-numbered one, make sure you continue it in the numbering sequence. If you're just going to treat them as not numbered at all, I've seen people do that. Again, don't treat any of them without a number written on them as numbered. I don't prefer that method. I like to at least keep them numbered in sequence. Some people like to try to write the number in on the addenda that don't have a number assigned to it, a number blank. I've seen lawyers have some heartburn over that in the past. I don't think it's the worst thing, but again, stay consistent and keep those contracts clear and make sure that we don't create any confusion through the numbering. So however you're doing it, stick with a consistent method. As always, this is not meant as specific legal advice. If you have or need specific legal advice for your specific scenario, please seek out that advice from a qualified individual and go have a wonderful day.